So in this video we're going to take a quick look at some properties of logarithms. These are things that you probably saw in trig. We'll use them a little bit here and there in calculus, and these are from out of section 05. Problems 45 through 50 ask us to rewrite the expressions as single logarithms. They definitely don't ask us to toss this expression into the calculator and round off an answer. We want to simplify this more or less. So in the case of multiple choice math exams, which the SATs, ACTs are, the AP calculus exam definitely is, you're going to want to be able to recognize equivalent forms of expressions and not just necessarily have an answer that comes straight from the calculator. So I want to take a look at a couple of these, and I think we'll look at number 46. I want to look at 46 and 48. So if we take a look at 46, we want to write this as a single logarithm. Now, these are some properties of logarithms that are in section 05 of our book that are going to basically be what we use to do what we're asked to do in this set of directions. So what I notice here is that I have a difference in number 46, and I have this property right here that involves a difference of two logarithms with like bases. Now these are both natural logarithms, and a natural logarithm is essentially a log base e. So these logarithms do have the same base, but notice that these logarithms in this property don't have coefficients. There's nothing in front of this log, there's nothing in front of this log. There is a 2 in front of this natural logarithm while there's nothing in front of that one. So I can't use this property just yet. I'm going to have to figure out a way to handle this 2. And the way I can handle the 2 is if you look at the bottom property here, you might remember Mr. D calling this the down in front property. I think the way he usually says it is he says if there's an exponent on a base inside of a logarithm, you can bring that exponent down in front of the logarithm. We want to use the reverse of that property in number 46 here. So we can go ahead and we can say I'm going to basically reverse the down in front property, and I'm going to take the coefficient, which is down in front of the log, and I'm going to put it up on the 4 as an exponent. So I'm going to have the natural log of 4 squared minus the natural log of 3. Now 4 squared is obviously 16, so I can go ahead and I can do that math. So we get the natural log of 16 minus the natural log of 3. Now that we have two logarithms and the coefficient in front of each is 1, and it's a difference of the two logarithms, I can write it as a single logarithm by going from the right side of the second property over to what we have on the left side of that equation. So we're going to take what's inside the initial logarithm, so the property specifies it as an x. We have a 16 there for the purposes of 46. So I'm going to take the natural log of 16 divided by the natural log of 3. So we use the bottom property and then the second property. We do have this written as a single logarithm. You don't want to toss this into the calculator and round off the answer, as I said a few minutes ago. You don't want to, I think most of you in your heads are capable of saying, well, if I had 15 divided by 3, I'd get 5. I have 1/3 more than that, so this is 5 1/3. You don't want to write natural log of 5 1/3. You don't want to write natural log of 5.3 repeating. We like improper fractions. We're going to learn to give our answers in that type of exact form. So there's number 46, and we'll also take a look at, I think that should do it. I think just looking at that should allow you to do pretty much all of the rest of these.